Do you know anyone that's been affected by a car crash? It happens all the time. That's why I get told, flying is safer than driving, even though it doesn't sound right. And as someone who's deadly terrified of flying, it definitely doesn't sound right. But it's true. Statistically, you are safer flying than you are driving. But yeah, do you ever see a taxi driver that just you think, how on earth are you a taxi driver? Like this is your profession, and you're this bad of a driver. Do you ever see a family member and they're a terrible driver and they're taking like families at a time, places all across the country, all across the world? Do you ever see a friend that's really bad at driving and think, God, how did you pass your driving test? And that's the question, should these people be allowed to drive? You're given this one test when you're 17, when you're an early driver. It could be any age, but if you get on driving straight away, the earliest you could do it is when you're 17. So if you take your test when you're 17 and you have a good day of driving, that's it. You are driving for the rest of your life now. You can hop in a car that you're unsure on, or if you're feeling like a criminal, you can just hop in any car, but you can drive legally for the rest of your life. It's just like that. There's no refresher. There's no nothing. If you have a good day on that day of your driving test, you're a driver. That's it. And for every taxi driver you see, for every bad member of your family that's a bad driver, just think, there are thousands of them across the world. Your friend will also know a family member that's a bad driver, will have also had a taxi experience where, the taxi driver wasn't good, and these things do result in deaths. It's a sad fact of it's just a sad fact about it, really. It's a shame. But it's a difficult topic, isn't it? Because driving is kind of the most convenient way to get anywhere. If you have to commute for work, you got to drive realistically. Like, public transport's all well and good, and some people do stick with public transport, but it's not on 24/7. If you're working nights or something, if you're working night shifts, it isn't going to work out. Or even if you're just driving for leisure, if you're just going to see a friend, you can't always rely on public transport. And also, especially in the UK where I'm from, public transport is terrible. It's awful. It's so unreliable. So, of course, if you got the option to drive, you'd want to drive. It's a no-brainer. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you think of cars in the manner of those bad drivers, they are driving right there like a 2-ton weapon, like you get hit with that thing. Like, people die getting hit at, don't quote me on this, at like 30 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to get quoted on things that just simply aren't true, but I think I've heard that before. And you wouldn't exactly want to get hit by a car going 30 miles per hour, even though that's not the height of any car's speed by any means. But yeah, like, would you let your average person in the world drive a car? Yes, probably. That's just how it goes, right? But would you let them drive a forklift? Would you let them drive like heavy machinery? Probably not. You'd rather someone do that that's more qualified. But yet with cars, we have such low standards for who gets to drive a car. And it just makes you think, people die all the time from car crashes, and you see bad drivers all the time on the roads that get away with it, that maybe they... How deep is this? Maybe they get away with it on the day. Maybe they get away with it every day. Maybe they don't come across any situations in which they're going to actually kill someone. And that's fine. That, they go through their lives without crashing. And that's the outcome you want, right? But it doesn't make them a good driver. And it's just the risk. It's the risk, right? That something could go wrong. If it was up to me, I'm not actually sure I would decide that, yeah, like, no one gets to drive, because it is convenient. And I think that I would like to say the majority of people on the roads are decent drivers. Like, that's the thing, isn't it? It's your own opinion. If you ask a objectively bad driver, are you a bad driver? They're gonna say no. People have this high and mighty opinion of themselves where even if they do get in a crash, it's never their fault. Okay, look, sometimes it's pretty obvious it's their fault, but man, everyone's just got an excuse for everything. And it means that some bad drivers will insist that they are not bad drivers. And most of the time, yeah, they are. Like, you really are. I just need to do some bed counting. Hold on. 3, 6, 9, 10, 13. So I need 7 more. Uno, dos, 3, 4. Okay, one more. Yeah, it's an interesting topic, isn't it? I mean, if you were king of the world, would the first thing you really tried to tackle be, do people get to drive on the roads? Probably not, you know? If everything was up to you, that's probably not the most pressing matter in the world, but the amount of people that die to reckless driving, or just get injured, like, you don't even have to die for it to be, like, a serious event that really could have been avoided. What else am I trying to do in my Minecraft world? I've got the beds. I was going to put the fetching tables down. Yeah, it doesn't even they don't even have to die for it to be such a serious thing. You know, people get paralyzed. People get all sorts of just horrific injuries that could have been avoided. If I don't know, maybe we had some. I don't have the solution here, right? This is just an observation that I'm making here. I don't have the answer. Okay. I don't work for a government that makes these decisions. I just see bad driving all the time. And I hear stories about people who've been affected. Yeah, what I was going to say is you can be paralyzed. I think I said that. Or you can break a bone. You can get all sorts of injuries. You can just get shocked enough to the point where you might not be so keen on driving after that. Look at all these guys are bound to the fetching table. I'm hoping to spawn some iron golems so I can get iron for an iron farm. But yeah, everyone is just, their opinion of themselves is so much better than the skill they actually hold. A lot of the time. So I don't know. What do you think about people just being allowed to drive like that? It's I think it's a pretty interesting conversation and was worth mentioning, even if just for a short Minecraft video. I just thought of one more thing I was going to do before I go. What was it? Oh, come on, brain. What was it? I can't remember. Oh, this is going to kill me. I'm going to get really annoyed at myself if I remember after the video. Oh yeah, I was maybe going to go run around and kill a villager. But yeah, any comments you leave, I will read. If you want to suggest any profound topic of conversations, if you want to discuss this one, you know, I'll happily talk it out in the comments. If you want any ones I might approach in another video. God damn it, move on the sand, dude. Thank you. I just need to kill some jobless villagers in a way that doesn't seem like it was me. Does he set on fire if I stand next to him? I don't even know. Alright, let's try and kill one more before I call it a day. I'll sleep. And yeah, I'll leave you with this thought. You know, I think I'm a good driver. Kind of just contradicts everything I've been saying, right? Maybe I'm not. I haven't. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh no. Oh no. I don't even know if it's worth me going in water, but it is definitely worth me checking that nothing is burning down. How did that? It was the seeds, I think, that made that go so crazy. Damn, that was slightly alarming. Where did he even go? I'm not finished with you. Come hither. Okay, you're going to have to walk onto this specific bit, unfortunately, because I can't get you on the flats. I also want to get to bed before any mobs come out, but I know this guy's weak, so... Gods, you know what? I'll deal with you in the morning. Let's just get to bed. Let's not die in this world. Yeah, I think I'm a good driver. I've been in some close calls, you know, I haven't crashed, but I've been close, and in my opinion, it absolutely hasn't been my fault, but... And I would seriously stand by that. Like, I do not believe that the things I've been involved in driving-wise have been up for debate. But maybe the other driver would disagree anyway, you know? I think that's just the way that humans are sometimes. What? Oh my god. Oh, okay. I should really think twice about that, actually. Wait, is this guy just going on a killing spree? No. I actually can't allow this. I can't allow this. I've never known drowns to attack villagers so much. Stop. But this guy could kill me. That's the danger. I don't want to lose my hardcore world over this. So... Yeah, come on then, you prick. Yeah. Not so tough now, are you? I've never known drowns to attack villagers like that. And he succeeded as well. Is he just going to come back one day? Let me switch to my copper sword for a little bit extra damage. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. One thing I did not plan to do... Okay, he's come back. Nice. One thing I did not plan to do today was lose my hardcore world. There, he died. God, what a little wanker. Alright. Yeah. I'll leave this topic of conversation to sit with you. And I think I will call it for today. The only thing we are missing now for my iron farm is hoppers. So I will be going on a caving trip next video, which, God, I really hope I don't die. I really don't want to lose this world just yet. Please let me have it for a little bit longer. But yeah, we'll just have to see about that. Get rid of the rock flesh too. And I'll catch you next time.